Mason Greenwood with the challenge, but then Naby Keita, who was withdrawn at half-time at Atletico Madrid during the week. A tactical substitution as Liverpool came away with the victory. Ibrahima Konate, there he is with the header. Preferred today to Joel Matip and to Joe Gomez. A really interesting choice. The new signing, $51 million from Leipzig during the summer months. And also Diogo Jota is in for Sadio Mane, who's been in terrific form so far this season. So the big three up top, just broken up, but Diogo Jota has enjoyed a fine start to his Liverpool career.
We were talking, Arlo, weren't we, at the beginning of the game about McTominay and Fred being that partnership in midfield. You just saw why immediately. Fred covering the two centre-backs well, making an important interception. You're going to see a lot of that this afternoon. Those are the areas that Liverpool, particularly Salah and Jota, like to operate in, is just inside the fullback and behind the holding midfield player.
Ole Gunnar Solskjaer says United have no time to lose if they want to be part of the title race. They've taken 1 point from the last 3 games. They're already 8 points behind the leaders Chelsea. This is their game in hand. Liverpool, on the other hand, red hot, the only unbeaten team in the league. They've rattled in 22 goals in 8 games, and in Mo Salah they have a player some are calling the very best in the world right now. A United win gets them back in the top 4. A Liverpool win sends them to second. Here's Greenwood, early chance here. Bruno Fernandes blazes it over. What a chance.
Well, it's a great break on that left-hand side. Rashford's showing his pace and he just keeps running when he loses the ball. Fred just slips him in, and the cross-field pass there is absolutely sublime. He gets it out of his feet, just runs away from it a little bit, the ball, leaning back outside of the foot early in the game. He'll be massively disappointed with that, Fernandes.
I think that's where United can really attack Liverpool. Lee is down that left-hand side. Rashford's pace and skill against Alexander-Arnold. I think that's why Konate's in the team, for his pace, to put on a little bit of cover for Alexander-Arnold, who isn't as quick as Rashford. He went to ground, Konate, and that left some space in behind him for United to exploit.
Well, that's certainly got the home fans in full voice. Harry Maguire, who's had a topsy-turvy week as he's come back from a calf problem. He was isolated as one of the underperformers at Leicester last week in that 4-2 defeat. He did score in the comeback against Atalanta here on a Wednesday night. Robertson. Jota, infield to Roberto Firmino. Flag stays down against Salah. He's got Keita alongside him. Naby Keita for Liverpool, 1-0. And the flag stays down on the far side. What a riposte by Liverpool. Naby Keita scored a beauty in Madrid during the week, and he's at it again in front of the Stretford end. What a start for the visitors. Manchester United 0, Liverpool 1.
Well, I was just about to say how mature Liverpool have become in the way they just take the sting out of the game but still look sharp and alert. Forward passes. Salah there, Lee and I both looked at each other, thought he might be offside. That shows he isn't. It was perfectly timed. Shaw tried just to step up at the last moment. Didn't manage that. He's then 2 against 1, doesn't know where to go. Salah keeps the ball just long enough to commit Shaw towards him. Frees Keita up. What a calm finish that is by Naby Keita. Just slides it past David De Gea. Great composure and a fantastic bit of play by Liverpool.
Well, Manchester United paying the price for a half press. As the ball was building up in the midfield, I was thinking they're just a half a yard short on every single man. Every single red shirt going to a Liverpool player was just a bit short. That enabled Liverpool to just pop the ball off, and Salah's in the team for his goals, but he's also in the team for an absolutely wonderful weighted pass. Easy to get that wrong, easy to hit it too hard or not at the right time, but he did it absolutely brilliant. And Keita, what a finish.
Well, Salah has 7 goals in the Premier League, 12 in all competitions, but that's his 5th assist in the Premier League. And here come Liverpool again, and it's Keita, and it's into Firmino, and it's saved by David De Gea. And Anthony Taylor struck by the ball, so that will be a uncontested drop ball, although where that ball was going, Jordan Henderson is arguing that was coming straight to me, but here's the chance.
Brilliant from Keita again, the press, the weight of the ball. Can he get it across the goalkeeper? Likely to come out for a rebound, but he was stretching for it a bit. I think if you're stretching there, Graham, maybe go hard and low to the goalkeeper's near post, but Alan Shearer's better off at judging that, to be honest with you.
I just think when you're talking about the quality of the pass from Salah to Keita, I think that pass from Keita to Firmino was just a little bit overhit, and it's those fine details. If you set the player up perfectly, he's going to finish. Set him up slightly to outside the goal, made his life a little bit more difficult with the finish.
Since the start of last season, gents, Manchester United have taken 35 points from losing positions. It happens time and time again, and they've given themselves a problem here on home turf against Liverpool. Penny for Bruno Fernandes's thoughts, having blazed over that gilt-edged opportunity in the opening 3 minutes. Naby Keita taken off at half-time because Jurgen Klopp said it in Madrid, we had to defend the right side better, but he didn't want anyone to think it's because of Naby Keita. It's very easy in that situation to put 2 and 2 together. But he starts here, and he's got his goal.
Well, talked about it before the game, about Liverpool being a proper team and United maybe individually having the talent to win the game. But the way that Liverpool press as well is so much different than the United's press.
McTominay. The attack breaks down, and here come Liverpool again. And Mo Salah has the pace, and he's got Jota alongside into his left-hand side. Anthony Taylor says no free kick. He was sandwiched between a couple of Manchester United defenders, and away go United now through Cristiano Ronaldo. He just runs out of room, runs out of time. And he was upended by Konate. The flag will go up here against Mohamed Salah, but not yet. Salah has Jota in the penalty area, gets the shot away, it's wide, and the flag does go up.
Well, that seemed like one for me, for the flag to go up early, because we thought he was offside from our position. We're slightly at an angle, but this is the Keita goal. And just look at United's press, just a bit short there, not on the ball there. Again, yard off, ball inside, Salah away, weight of pass, superb.
Wonderful to see. Two-touch football really through the pitch. Again, it was that bit of taking the sting out of the game, but not losing your focus on what the objective is, which is to get forward and create a chance. Brilliant example of that.
De Gea takes it short to Maguire, and he will go long. You can see the idea. Fernandes was running on, so too Ronaldo and Mason Greenwood. A chest pass from Ronaldo. Greenwood was looking for Marcus Rashford on that far side, making his first Premier League start of the season. It's the same 11 they've sent out today. Ole Gunnar Solskjaer than against that started the game against Atalanta. Long-range effort is a very, very good one from Marcus Rashford. That wasn't far away at all.
No. And Keita would be the one putting his hand up saying sorry because he took too much time. Fred was off him and allowed to get close. In the end, he lost the ball, and Alisson scrambling a little bit. He would have thought that was going wide, but a little bit better from United on that pressing.
And he came on as a sub at Leicester and scored the equaliser at 2-2. Marcus Rashford last weekend scored against Atalanta as well. He started that game. Here's Robertson. And Bissaka with the challenge.
There's a lot of space out there for players. Keita, as you rightly say, Lee, had a lot of space to work in, but just because he had the time, it didn't mean he needed to use it. He got a little bit sloppy, and Rashford was quick to pounce.
Konate. His second Premier League start. He was in the 11 against Crystal Palace earlier in the season. He started the home game in the Champions League against AC Milan as well. Joel Matip has been in excellent form. That's over the head of Andrew Robertson.
See what Liverpool do really well. Firmino in that false nine, when he drops into midfield, he just gives Fred and McTominay something to think about, because the centre-halves don't come out with him. They're looking over his shoulder, and all of a sudden they get distracted, and they've already got players ahead of him in Keita, Henderson and Milner, and they just don't quite get tight enough. And then with this Liverpool side, the way they pass the ball, they're already around you before you've worked out who you're supposed to be marking. Two centre-backs not picking up anybody.
Greenwood made a terrific run in between the Liverpool defenders there, straight across the field and then headed towards goal. The pass wasn't strong enough.
That was a great minds think alike moment. You'll have to take my word for it, because I was just about to say they're creating 3v2 in their league, whether it's Milner going forwards or Firmino dropping off. And Fred and McTominay at the moment aren't getting enough bodies close to them to make it a 3v3.
That's the first time we've ever had the same thought.
Yeah,
Ever. Don't let it happen again.
And great minds, I think that can be.
Jury's out on that comment, yeah. Here's Henderson. Salah round the corner to Alexander-Arnold, who made his first Premier League start here a few seasons ago. Milner, Robertson, and Wan-Bissaka sticks out his right leg. James Milner playing Manchester United for the 38th time in his career.
Look where Firmino is now, just picking the ball up off the centre-back.